Guys ready for game number 9?
They sound ready, Scott.
Think so. Capture the flag on the pit. Who thinks Instinct's going to rally back? Who thinks Snakebite's just going to put more in his highlight reel? We'll call it even.
I'd love to see people keep tweeting in and texting in to the Xperia Sony smartphone poll. I'd love to see how this, the percentages change. Last we saw, there's 80% in favor of Instinct. I think it's going to start skewing the other way. I mean, Status Quo is showing some life. They dominated that last game, and we're going to start off with, I would like to start off with Snakebite, if possible, on CTF Pit.
Well, it seems like the standard deviation from the polls for rooting for Instinct is about, anywhere from about 10 to 15% from 100. That's pretty much about it. But a great start here for the members of Instinct. They have 3 alive, and as soon as I say that, all 3 are dead. Roy is going for a flag. It is a one-on-one, actually. Royal 2 versus Roy.
And Royal 2 backing away from Roy. You can't see this on the screen. And he played that smart. He realized that I do not want to challenge this, because if I do, Roy can get a pull on the flag. He can, possibly start getting it through Needle Pit. And Royal 2 just waiting for his teammates to spawn.
Ogre 2 has acquired himself the Instinct Sniper. Lunchbox has grabbed those rockets, and he has already put them to use. Down goes Snakebite, and Ogre 2 playing this one nice and passive. It's good to see him off the top turret like he was back in the day. A little bit more aggressive now.
Top turret is not nearly as powerful as before. It's obviously still a good position, but I've always noticed Instinct. They like to have it at their hallway, at their mauler. That way, after they get those kills, they can push through and have Sniper in the Needle Pit. It's so perfect to just get those easy slays from guys spawning courtyard. You can sort of wall glitch people by Needle Pit, and you can also just pretty much counter turret completely. And that's one of the only ways that they're going to stop your flag run when you're trying to go through green and hallway.
Lunchbox has a guy, or was able to take out Flamesword, who was on the green. Royal 2 picking up a big headshot, almost making that a double kill. Pistola wisely hiding here. Royal 2's calling it out to his teammates, though. He has to be careful. Wow, just giving
the bullet.
Yeah, giving Ogre 2 a haircut. Lunchbox now going to get hit in the and this is going to be a 2-on-3 situation, as Enable will be picking up a double kill. He has one more sniper bullet to work with, but unfortunately for him, the members of Instinct are actually spawning at the split spawn, Mauler and Courtyard.
I don't know which one of us is more immature. You the one calling out the hit in the or me laughing at it.
I think it's like it's like if you like Family Guy, I think that's what we can reduce it to. I myself love the TBS marathons on this.
Yes, and Ola, even though we're getting that trade right there, you notice how he uses that. I call it a wall glitch because that's what it pretty much was in Halo 3.
Yep.
Where you can pretty much bob your head up and down, use that advantage of the terrain, and he just uses that so perfectly. He loves those vertical battles. He loves just revealing as little of his body as possible, having every advantage he can get.
Roy actually with the sniper at the sword side of the map. We don't really see that too often.
No, and when they do, a lot of times they go sword and immediately they'll push the bridge or training. You see a very rare, an occasional flag run under bridge, through the cuts, but that's so rare and it does not happen nearly as often as green and hallway.
I think the only team to successfully get it done in tournament play, like we said earlier, was Status Quo, so
I believe they've done it twice so far this tournament, correct?
Huh?
Have they done it twice this tournament so far?
I think so, yes. But it wasn't on main stage.
Okay.
So it technically doesn't exist. So Pistola has acquired those rockets. Roy is going to be pushing on the training. Lunch is sitting on the green. And in this stalemate situation, Dave, you've played this map countless amount of times. What are you looking for? Just an opening or a flank?
Instinct right now, they have rockets. They're waiting for mistakes just like that, where Ola was just able to easily get that rocket. Since he ran over that death screen of Roy's, that's just kind of an amateur mistake. You just killed that guy. You know the other team has rockets. Why are you revealing yourself? You just run out in the blind right there.
Well, now here comes Ola. He gets the call out that there's a couple people on the plat, and he knows they're spawning in the courtyard. But they got the split spawn, Flamesword and Snakebite.
Great rocket, taking little damage from that.
Flamesword actually did get that needle spawn, even though Snakebite got the flag spawn. So luck a little bit in their favor. Enable actually is on the other side of the map.
I wonder if he's going to try run some kind of counter if he's able to kill Lunchbox. That is my question.
Enable just stalking his prey at this point. He's just waiting to get the killing spree here. I knew that was coming. Pistola now has grabbed the sniper, and it is Enable versus.
If Enable kills this, he's going to run the flag immediately. This is a great play on his part. He used to be known as just a flanker, only going for slays.
Oh!
A great stun by Lunchbox. That is unfortunate, but he had the right mindset. He was like, all right, I got these couple kills, and if Lunch does not spawn Mauler or Needle, I'm going to get this guaranteed cap. I'm going to bring it all the way through green. So the correct play on Enable's part, even though there's an unfortunate spawn.
Well, it is time to see what Status Quo is about to do here. I mean, they got the courtyard spawn, and it's really unfortunate because as soon as you spawn courtyard and you just kind of go into robot mode, you pretty much just want to push sword and training because it takes so long to go to green and empty.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, though, you try to push cuts to your flag, especially if they haven't pulled it yet. That used to be one of our main strategies on Instinct in 2008 when I used to team with Roy, Lunch, and Soviet. We just pushed to our flag and eventually go back to a Mauler. We realized if we went, through our pit, we went sword, we just believed in our flag high and dry. And if we just overloaded our flag spot, many teams back in that time did not overload flag. And so we'd have 2 or 3 people there, and we'd just fight over and over until we started getting some better spawns.
Royal 2 is just got an open menu here as all the members of Instinct will be spawning. Roy's going to be taken out. Ogre 2 was killed as well, so Pistola is going to be moving through the cuts. Wisely enough, Royal 2 actually getting out of that position and moving back to his side. Dave, good play or bad play?
Obviously a great play. They got that cap. He's hitting some amazing snipes.
It's almost as if the Status Quo squad is just feeling it. When you have these two teams who are so individually talented, it really comes down to individual battles. He won't do it. Come on, let's not kid ourselves. He's not going to get another headshot here. Lunchbox does have the sniper for Instinct. All the craft. It is turning into a golf match here.
And Royal 2 sinks the 100-foot. Sinks the 100-foot shot. Ogre across the map.
So Instinct
and you hear some Instinct fans there trying to rally back. They realize how important their fans are to them, how important it is to just have them behind you, cheering for you. Obviously Instinct right now, just trying to slow it down, trying to get their rhythm. They realize, all right, we got to get 2 caps here. We still got a good amount of time, still got 8 minutes. We just got to figure out what to do. Obviously they cannot find a counter yet to Royal 2 sniping and just being outshot.
So now Lunchbox is, after picking up that kill, he is just going to be moving onto the training. And Dave, you have to wonder, you think Status Quo is comfortable up on that main stage?
That's the thing, is they've been up there for 3 series in a row, I believe, and obviously they're getting comfortable. They're hitting some amazing shots. They're able to play series after series. They're able to catch fire, and they need that to play against these teams. These players run off adrenaline, and they just want to go series after series. So they've at least not had to do too many long 11-game series, because sometimes that can work against you. Sometimes you get drained, and the team that comes in fresh is just going to take advantage. You haven't played well.
Instinct trying to gain some rhythm here. Flame Sword and friends are just pushing through empty. They're keeping the pressure on. I think they have exposed Instinct on the weakness on this map, and that is just keep charging.
It seems like when they're aggressive, and you can't see on
that,
screen, but
everyone's
Snakebite just getting aggressive. Meleeing some bodies, humping some bodies.
Dave, shoot me straight here. You have teamed with Roy, Lunchbox, and Ogre 2. Does that get in their head? Do they get flustered a little bit?
Not really. There are some players that just kind of take it, there's like, wow, I can't believe they're doing that.
Yeah.
And other players, like, I always feel that there's players that play well under pressure and not so good under pressure. And all these players, you don't want to make them mad because they're one of those players that if you piss them off or manage to make them angry, they're just going to play good. They're just going to fight you every time. It's going to work to their advantage. So reminds me of like Penny Hardaway back in the day when he was playing on the Pacers. And every time Spike Lee would be talking to him, just fire him up and he'd just destroy the mix.
I was actually going to compare it to you guys in 2007 National Championship. I actually, we had our little thing where we like to call out Neighbor every time he spawned and just kind of get in his head that way.
Yeah,
and
so here's one of the players that did work.
Triple X looked at us and was like, all right, we're going to do the same thing with Strong Side and Dan. And I was like, no, we're not. No, we're not.
That's a bad idea. Let's not do it.
So, Dave, what are you thinking? Astro listening here?
Yeah, I'd like to see how these players are communicating. Obviously, it seems like they're being super aggressive, but I want to see if they're calm during this madness.
Rockets.
They're training. They're training.
I got rockets. Don't die. got it. There might be a guy in training. I think I just saw a body.
Oh, no.
They're top turret, I think. They're top turret. There's a guy that cuts, guys. There's a guy that cuts, and they're training.
First. Let me go camo. Let me go camo.
They're training corner. Training
They got their
corner.
shield. They need to plant Roy.
Stay alive, just watch her long.
Roy's their shield. They need to
Matt, watch
plant.
our short, Matt. Archery, Matt.
No dash, no dash.
You might go street, I'm pushing.
No, I don't see anyone street.
They're green right now. Watch it, they're
He
second.
might be banana. He's banana.
Banana weak. Ogre. Watch out the train. Watch out the train. Ogre.
He just tried to walk.
And the sword. I got. I'm going to go green. Watch train. Watch out the bridge.
Guys, they're green weekend.
Mike, they're needle ramp.
Rocks are down the green.
They have
They have one rocket. They have one rocket.
There's our pit box.
Guys, going through green.
Pit box to fly. There's our plat to fly.
Matt, get our sniper. Matt, you get our sniper. Shoot this guy, hurry up. Kill him.
Watch our green. Watch our flat.
I need a flag, PJ.
I'm on a green. I have a snipe.
I got our
Back up. Two guys green. No one's coming camo yet. He's got a sniper there.
Going on bridge.
Watch out on green. Our green. Go, Tom. Run away.
Stay alive.
Our green to go.
I don't pin. I need a pin.
I have sniper. From back. Might be on sword. You got a double. Bridge.
Def cam's guys.
OS 26.
We're in the flag right now. We're flag right now.
We're gonna get this cap. Stay alive. Kill us inside of our base.
We're training. Sniping outside door.
They're all core. I'm watching sword.
I'm naming sword.
I died. We should be good though. We should be good. Nice, good cap.
They're street weak in the cup. They're pit box.
They're flying in the green. All you gotta do is
Sniping in green. Sniping in green.
I got shots. These are cuts.
Coming to wall hall to snipe.
Dude, there's two guys. I'm one shot.
One's gonna be on the bridge. You're running first week. You're running first. I'm start training weak. I'm shooting. I'm flat.
I got shots in him. He's one shot.
And our
Nice, Matt.
Our background.
Nice shot. Alright, there's one.
To the street. No, he's going to train pit. The train pit.
No dash.
Train pit.
Time's down a long haul. I'm pushing her along.
Mike, I'm behind you, Mike.
Yeah,
Too long, Mike. I got one. No, Bruce is starting second.
die. Everyone back up.
I'm one shot.
No one's going to green. No one is going to green. Ian, don't look. Oh my God.
Another one down camera.
Green now.
Our Neeler. And in green again. Our green right now. Our green, Matt. He's going to the other side. Yeah, I dare pit. Just trying to kill him. Nice, Matt.
Is overshield up, Lisa?
Yo, I'm flicking him on. Mike,
I'm done.
Mike, I'm going to train. Mike,
Towards the green. Go on green. We have to go green. No,
Ian, they're green. Weak. Punch.
I see him, Mike.
They're green.
One shot, Mike.
I needed him, Ian.
he's too green.
Don't die, Ian.
I got rocks. Green, guys. Watch our green. He's coming through our green right now.
And in green.
There's two guys down there. Rocks are down our green. The last guy's aim rockets. He's in the cubby. Mike, go for a grab.
No, I don't know where they're spawning.
Never mind. Mike, stay alive, Mike. I got our snipe.
They're needles. Do their needles. I'm backing up. I'm going to the cut.
Pushing on the bridge.
Them all.
Watch right there, guys. They're cut. They're pit. The top turret and pit. Go for the top turret.
Top tower's dead.
Keep running pit. Pit ramp.
They're flying.
Dude, one shot the pit ramp.
Nice, two dead.
I'm watching
What
top
time's
tower.
overshield's up?
I rocket. Somebody get to the green. I rocket.
They're
trying. They're cut.
Don't die, there's two cuts.
They're flagged.
I throw him back. I rocket.
I got it. They're still alive. It's alive. They're still alive, Matt. Matt, they're plot the green, Matt. They're plot the green.
Hold up.
No, Matt. Look at my screen, Matt. He's gonna come through green. Just watch it.
And coming through green with snipe.
Another one down green.
Coming through green with
On
snipe.
bridge,
And there's sword.
One shot. Rocket. Behind you. One shot.
One shot on pit.
I hear. I got.
Rocks are down there. You have to reload him. He's looking on the screen.
If they haven't gotten
I got over.
Put the camo. No,
They're
training.
training. I'm trying to be in.
Watch our green. Our long right now. I got the snipe. They're long.
Stay alive,
PJ,
Ian.
I'm coming.
Mike, hold on, Mike. I need it.
Don't die. Stop nading.
We're dead. Ogre's last
Mike, I'm
guy.
near you, Mike.
Ogre's last guy. Where's Ogre?
Mike, they're long. I'm gonna.
Die, Ian. I'm coming back.
Oh, he's gonna push our side.
Dude, I got killed from their plant, Mike.
Go
They're plant,
back
Mike.
to green. Go back.
We can long.
He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back to the side, Mike.
They're training.
I don't see this guy. This guy.
He was long.
They're green.
I'm gonna push that green.
On the bridge, our training, two of them. One shot.
Kill everyone. They're green.
They're Maul.
Wait,
They're green. Our green. One shot. Two shots.
He's weak. Our green.
I got him.
One shot.
I'll get him.
Let's go, Mike. He's dead. Two dead.
Nice, good job. Let's go.
Baby.
Nice, good cap. All right.
Go, baby.
They're green. Gonna be the green. They're in your way, guys.
The green box. Box their shield. They're training to that green.
Let him make stupid pushes.
I'm watching long.
Main bridge.
Don't watch green. Don't watch
I'm watching
green.
green.
I'm
watching green.
Alright, I'm just saying.
In green, all
Alright. Hello, Mike.
Almost
I got
green.
Roy.
In green,
Go
Kobe.
three,
I'm
go three.
Three right now.
dead. I green probably.
They're green right now.
Stay alive, stay alive.
I got him.
I'm in the sword. I'm in the sword. You're dead.
Alright.
I'm dying, just don't die.
Drop.
He's on the flag, Ian. He might come first.
Sniping the runway.
Nice job, Ian. Just stay alive. Get the high pack.
He's the sword sniping. The sword sniping. Ian, I'm gonna push that camo. I'm pushing that camo.
There's two, Ian. There's two. There's sword sniping.
Always one shot.
Ian,
I'm just watching their cut.
Ian, I'm on the green. Ian, there's needle ramp in. The needles, they're needles, Ian.
The camo.
Watch this week. I'm trying to set. I got killed from
Smaller stuff.
Status Quo leads 4-0 with just 30 seconds left in regulation.
An impossible situation for Instinct. They just have to get it back together. They have 2 games to make this up. So Status Quo is going to be leading the series 5-4. And what we have left is Penance Team Slayer and Countdown Team Slayer. Not in that order, however.
Yes. Whatever the players choose, it's going to be very, very interesting. I would have to say that Status Quo is going to have to veto Penance in this situation, Dave.
Well, for example, Status Quo wins this game. So right now, Instinct is going to be the one that's going to choose which one they want to play first. So it's all dependent on, hey, Countdown, one of our worst maps. Do we want to jump in that one first? Or do we want to try to ice them, give them some penance?
Well, taking a look at the NOS performance of the match, we see as Enable was just on a tear, positive 16, 36, and 20.
How about that play in green for Rockets where he jumps up, ninjas them, and gets the rocket and does not die for the double?
That's not real. But nonetheless, we saw some big plays there all throughout. Really, Instinct having a hard time dealing with the pressure that Status Quo was bringing.
And I now notice how hard this is on the camera, but if you guys can see,
this
is the amazing. This is heavy, oh man. This trophy is what we're going to be awarded as the winner. I do. I'm weak.
I don't think you're weak. All right, well, after that awkward moment, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 10.